For this question, we need to first ask the user for 5 numbers and then do a bit of counting. So we need to create some counters. We need to create 5 counters. We need to count how many numbers are odd, even, positive, negative, or zeros. So to do that, we need to first create 5 different variables, one for positive, one for zero, one for negative, one for odd, one for even, and we set all of them to 0 because we're going to be doing some counting. Then we need to use a for loop that loops 5 times because it says ask the user to enter 5 numbers. Once we created our for loop, we can use a variable called number to store the numbers in, and int for integer, and then input to ask the question. Then we can create an if statement to find if the number is odd or even. So we do if number modulus 2 is equal to 0, so the modulus sign finds the remainder of something. So if it does not have any remainder, then it has to be an even number. So we add 1 to even. We do even equals even plus 1. We add 1 to it. Otherwise, if it's not even, then it has to be odd. So it must be odd then. So odd numbers, odd equals odd plus 1. Now, if you do 10 modulus 2, you get 0. 10 is an even number. If you do any even number modulus 2, you'll always end up with a remainder of 0. Then we can create another if statement, so we cannot do it all in one if statement. We have to create another one. So the first if statement is to find out if it's odd or even. Then we need to create an if statement to find if it's positive or negative. So if the number is greater than 1, then it has to be positive, so we add 1 to positive. And if the number is less than 0, then we add 1 to... and if the number is less than 0, oh, that should be greater than, then we add 1 to negative. So negative equals negative plus 1. And then else it has to be 0. So we add 1 to 0. Because if it's not positive and if it's not negative, then it has to be 0. Now we're done with that. All we need to do in the main program, we just need to display each one. So we need to print how many are positive. So positive, we do it in a full sentence, so it's clearer for the user. So we do positive, then we're just going to do 5 print commands. So 1 for negative, and 0, and odd, and even. And that's our program completed after we change these variable names. So if I type 5, 4, 0, minus 55, 44. We got 3 positives, 1 negative, 1 0, 2 odds, and 3 evens. And that's the whole program.